What is up, Ludi Bros Army? It's your boy, Big Bro Lamar Ludi, sitting down today to bring you guys my deck profile for my first place Trunks deck from this week's locals. But before I get into this deck profile, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on. I'm trying to bring you guys DBS content on the regular. I went ahead and took the new yellow Trunks to my locals today, and I was able to get the win overall for the tournament, and it was a lot of fun playing this deck. This deck is a lot of fun, very consistent, and it has an answer for a lot of different matchups. Today I faced a few different styles of play, and I was able to get the win. I was lucky enough to be on camera for all three matchups today, so I'll be able to get the battles out to you guys during the course of this week. So like I said, you're going to want to make sure you have that notification bell turned on so you can see just how each matchup played out. But I was running yellow Trunks from the recent set. When this card attacks, you're going to draw one on the unawakened side, and then you activate main. If you have 2 or more energy, you're going to choose one yellow Vegeta card in your battle area. You'll place it under this card. You'll flip him over. You'll draw one. You'll add cards from your life till you have 6 life left, and you'll be able to awaken. So I was able to do that every single turn. And then on the awakened side, when this card attacks, you can either draw one card, and if you don't, you'll choose a yellow Vegeta or a yellow Trunks Future or Bulma with an energy cost of 1 in your hand or your drop area, and you're going to play it in rest mode. That effect is so useful. I used it all day long. It was really my last matchup where I was starting to draw one, but usually I was playing out those cards from my drop area and just kept recurring the value from off of that. Auto once per turn, when a yellow battle card activates the X Evolve from your hand, you're going to draw one. And then the activate battle, which is also very clutch. You're going to place one card from under this card in the owner's drop area. This card's going to gain plus 10,000 power and double strike for the battle. I used that defensively in one matchup, and then that really helped me close out a game there. I believe it was the final game I was able to close it out thanks to that. So I'm running a very standard list for this deck. I'm running 4 copies. Like I said, this deck's very consistent, and this is one of the cards that can help out with that. 4 copies of Bulma Future on the line. You're going to activate main, limit 1. You're going to go ahead and ditch her. You're going to search the top 7, looking for a Vegeta or a Trunks with an energy cost of 3 or less, I believe it is. And up to 1 yellow Trunks Vegeta with an energy cost of 3 or less, and you're going to add it to your hand. This first part, I think, is very standard. I'm running 4 copies of the 1-drop Trunks, 4 copies of the 1-drop Vegeta, which they both do the same thing. They're going to be searching for each other. They're going to be searching for each other, or you're going to be able to draw one, which normally I always tried to search the other one out to go ahead and play it onto the field. So in that way, I was just looking for more and more bodies, even though they're in rest. The one will come out in rest from off of your leader's effect, but the other one will come out in active mode. Sometimes you need that combo power. And then the targets for the evolve are the 3-drop Trunks, which this guy puts in so much work. I know a lot of people are saying like, oh, well, you can only rest the first card, so it can get baited out, but that effect is so useful because the first card that your opponent plays every turn is going to be chosen and switched to rest. You're going to EX Evolve, you're going to draw 1, and then off your leader's effect, you'll also draw 1, so you're getting 2 cards to hand and really plussing up that hand. I typically had a hand size of about 10 cards for the entire day. And then he's also a blocker, which is also extremely useful with barrier. And then you have Vegeta, who he also is going to EX Evolve for the same thing, so he'll draw 1. If you haven't used the other if you haven't used the other EX Evolve, then you'll be able to draw 1 for him, draw 1 for your leader. And he's also very powerful in his own right because when he swings, you're going to be able to KO something, ignoring barrier that's in rest. So this is just nice board removal and pressure. It's very cheap. And then I'm running 2 copies of SSB Vegeta and SS Trunks Father-Son Bonds, the boss of the deck. He has critical, and you're able to bring him out for 2 energy. You'll take a Vegeta and a Trunks that's in the battle area. You'll put it underneath him, and then his activate battle is so good because you're going to be able to do this once per turn. You're going to place 2 cards from under this card into the drop area. You're going to go ahead and draw 1 card, then choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode and KO them. And this card is going to gain triple strike for the turn, and he has crit. So you're going to be swinging 35 triple strike crit. And even after that, if they don't remove him, you're going to be swinging with 35 and crit. And that's, just so much pressure on your opponent every turn. I decided to go with the SSB Vegeta Fatherly Assistance Super Combo. It's a Sparking 5 Super Combo. I went with him just because the Bulma can search him out. I like that just to increase my chances of making sure that I'm hitting every time if I did activate her effect. He's just a standard Sparking 5 super combo, so once you have 5 cards in that drop area, he's going to be live. So the extra cards that we're playing, I was running 3 copies of Frieza Army Reinforcements to go ahead and play out that blocker token. I was running 2 copies of Vegeta's Final Flash, which I'm just in love with this card lately in my yellow decks. Turning off skills and it ignores barrier is such a crucial thing. Plus you give your leader that 15k boost. And then I'm running 3 copies of Realm of the Gods Black Kamehameha, which this put in so much work in my very first matchup. King Vegeta was spamming the board on me. There's another copy here. King Vegeta was just spamming the board on me, and this card kept switching. I was using it during my opponent's turn, so I was able to draw 1 and switch up to 2 of his battle cards to rest. And that was just super clutch to go ahead and hold him off because he was trying to be extremely aggressive. And I had to put a stop to all that. Running the 1 copy of the Power of a Super Saiyan because you can only run 1. And then running 2 Puteens because you're constantly switching stuff to rest between the Trunks and some of these other cards. You're constantly switching these to rest, so it's a good idea to have a couple Puteens in hand because you can always get that out on the field. And then if they have a wide board, it's going to help you. Trunks will stop the first card, and Puteen can possibly send off a second, so that was really useful. And then the 1 of Bergamo, Ferocious Roar. I did play him out. In my second matchup, and switched off the rest of my opponent's energy, but then he got popped immediately by the Broly leader's effect. But that's okay. He came out, put in a little bit of work. This Unison, this deck, the Super Saiyan Trunks, you're going to tap 3 energy, you'll get those 2 attacks in, and then you can -3, draw 1, and board wipe your opponent. Once again, that also came in very clutch in the King Vegeta matchup. I was able to use that a couple of times, actually. I'm running 3 copies of the Mecha Frieza Robotic Riposte. I kind of wish I was running a 4th copy of it. I could have used it a couple times, but when I did see him, he was able to go ahead and put an end to my opponent's turn for the most part. 2 copies of Turles. Your opponent's always gonna have something in rest, so him coming out and popping 2 cards is always gonna be a relevant threat. I'm running 2 copies of Son Goku Steadfast Assistance. The other counterplay, I mean, this is all just the good yellow stuff. Coming out, the battle card being played is going to be played in rest mode. You'll be able to draw 1 and you get a blocker. I was running 1 copy of Swift Retaliation Cooler to try and stop any counters if I was going to try and go in for game. Running 1 copy of SS4 Bardock Fighting Against Fate. I mean, he clutched it up for me at the very end there when I was going up against Trunks, the new black Trunks. I was able to get the win thanks to him coming out for free and swinging at 25 base power. You're always going to match him up with the Hidden Power E Supreme Kai. And then the SCR I chose to run in this deck was Super 17 Sibling Absorbed, Ultimate Deflect with Crit. I like this secret rare in this deck. You can play in a mono yellow deck. You're going to counterplay, play this card, then choose up to you're going to choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier. You're going to place it under this card, and then the played battle card is going to have its skills negated for the turn. So I did use this in the matchup with Broly. The card got immediately popped right after that, but at least I was able to take his 5-drop Majin Buu, which if you're going to be checking out those videos, have that notification bell turned on, you'll be able to see how that all unfolded later this week. But that was the deck I was running today. Like I said, it's a very standard list. Maybe just 1 or 2 minor changes. Running this secret rare, the super combo, and then only 3 of the Friezas where maybe most people run 4. All right, well, thank you for tuning into this video. You're going to want to make sure that you have that notification bell turned on and that you are subscribed, because I'm going to be trying to drop the battles this week on the regular, and then something special next week. My brother's coming to town, so we're both going to be going to the same locals, and we're going to try and get into some battles there. All right, well, thank you for tuning into this video. I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for watching the video.